Can you hear it? That is correct. Halloween is here. 10 days till Halloween. And Arizona is absolutely incredible right now. We are down in the low 80s for the weather. There's a ton of people here, and things are going great. So, let's talk some real estate. I'm Jason Grandon, host of Arizona Real Estate Showcase, owner of the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. And thanks again for you guys tuning into our weekly podcast, talking about things in Arizona. We're supposed to talk about real estate, but half the time we don't. We end up talking about something else. But everything is about the lifestyle that we are providing here in Arizona. So the last podcast, we got a few responses and stuff. And there's always people that want to argue about, is it a great time to buy or should I wait? Okay, so as of October 18th, just a couple days ago, there were just a tad over 20,500 homes on the market in the MLS. That's just the MLS. Not counting Prescott, Flagstaff, or anything like that. This is just Arizona MLS. Now, 3-4 short months ago, there was less than 2,500 homes on the market. Okay? So now the speculation begins, and this is where we are going to separate great realtors like the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, from some of the clueless and probably don't know what it takes to be a realtor group. And there's a few of those, but for the most part, there's some great realtors out here. Okay, so this is why we're going to talk pretty briefly. It'll be kind of a shorter episode today, maybe 15, 20 minutes. But we're going to talk about why this is still a great market. And I'm also going to let you in on some nasty little secrets of why some of the homes that are on the market aren't selling. Okay, so media comes out and they scare everybody. They're, the market's changing, interest rates are climbing. Yes. Interest rates are climbing. The fact is that a $500,000 house that you could have got 4 months ago at 3% interest is now almost double the price. So what do you do? Now, keep in mind, I go with the theory that you're buying a house one way or the other. You're either going to own it or you're going to buy it from the landlord. Which way are you going? Rents are ridiculous right now. They're absolutely crazy. And they just keep getting worse. They are stabilizing a little bit, but it's still a rat race on trying to find good rentals. In fact, just for an example, I rented a house out the other day that was $4,000 a month. 2 years ago, I would have easily been happy to get $2,800 for that thing. Market's changing. Do not let the media scare you. Yes, you're going to pay more. Now, here's some advantages right now that you can talk about when you're buying a house. You go in, Mr. Seller's offering his house for $500,000, probably overpriced, which we'll get to. So he's offering it for $500,000. Well, now a good realtor is going to be able to come in and say, okay, you know what? We're going to get you for $80,000 for the house, but I also need 3% closing cost to be used towards perhaps a rate buy down. So now instead of paying 7.5%, good lenders are going to help move those down and get you some lower rates. And then in what I'm assuming is probably about a year, 18 months tops, and a lot of lenders agree, but let's just say between 12 and 15 months, you'll see these rates come down to where they were. Even though they're historically still low, you'll see them come back down quite a bit. Then you can refinance. So maybe you cut a deal with your lender, say, hey, listen, I'm going to go ahead and take this not so great loan right now, refinance me in 8 months, 6 months, or whatever it is, and get it taken care of. Do not let this interest rate and this media and this government scare you from buying a house. It's a great time to buy a house. Get a realtor that knows what they're doing. Get aggressive. Now, when I say get aggressive, that doesn't mean go find a house that's $1 million and try to get it for $500,000. Not going to happen. The market's not like that. Arizona is actually one of the hottest markets in the country because we've got so many people moving here. Just Wall Street Journal had an article here this past weekend. 6-7 years ago, there were 4 warehouses along the 303. Today, there are 41, 42 of them, and growing. This is going to be the new Inland Empire. So if any of you have ever been over to California, around Oxford or Ontario and stuff, or around the ports in Long Beach, The ships come in, they drop stuff off there. Puma is coming here, actually. Just some of your big companies, they drop stuff off there, and that's your distribution centers. They're overpriced, they're full, and there's just a huge wait to get a warehouse. So the companies are forced to have to find something that has easy freeway access, good housing, great communities, and within a reasonable amount of time from the ocean. Well, welcome to Arizona. 303 connects to the 101, the 202, the 17, and the 10. What a better place. So we have these big companies bringing in their massive, massive warehouses right up here to 303, kind of between McDowell and, let's just say, Northern, maybe a little bit more north. And they're bringing that in here. This is a booming state. Huge. Over 4,000 employees are coming up here for this new semiconductor plant over in North Phoenix. Folks, it's time to buy. There is just no doubt about it. If you're thinking about selling a house, same thing. So, as I said, there's some great realtors out there. Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, is one of them. But there are some clueless realtors, and they don't know what it takes to be realtors. So, if you're thinking about buying a house, do it. There's great programs out there. We can introduce you to great lenders. Get out there and do it. Selling a home, different beast. Okay, why, and this is an email I got, Jason, why did it go from 2,500 homes in just a matter of a few months ago to nearly 21,000 homes on the market now in Maricopa County only? So, good question. It's a great question. A lot of people panic. They're like, oh, I still want to get, 30% more than my house is worth. Okay, so here's what gets me. First of all, if you hire a realtor, make sure they are marketing. Make sure they have the money to market it. Second of all, I don't care which iPhone you have. Does not matter. Do not take pictures with your iPhone and use those as your marketing photos. It does not work. It doesn't look good. It's unprofessional. There are professional photographers that we hire, drone people and everything else, that do great jobs, and that is a key part of marketing. The other thing is that you still have to market these homes. Get out, talk to the other realtors, let them know what they have. So, actually, this is a true story. 2 days ago, there's a house that's been on the market up here in Cave Creek, $3.5 million. Been on for 150 days, maybe 150 days. So she was calling around the agent, who's awesome. She's calling around saying, Jason, Stacy, and calling other agents. I'll give you a bonus if you sell the house. House just went under contract. Full price, so $3.5 million, 10-day close. Folks, it's happening. There's not a lot of stuff out here. Now, here's the other thing that we've been seeing. We are seeing a ton, and I mean a ton, of garbage. We look on the MLS, and you call, and you're like, hey, Jason, take me to show this house. We get over there. Smells like cat pee. Carpet is disgusting. There's marks on the wall. It needs painted. And yet they're asking some ridiculous amount of money. So come on. If you're thinking about selling your house, have somebody come in. Have your agent help you find somebody to come in and clean it up and price it appropriately. You cannot use a comp from a month ago, 2 months ago, to sell your house today. It's just not happening. So we have to get realistic. Think about what you really want out of it, and hire somebody who is actually going to market your home. And I'm talking full color flyers and all that fun stuff. Somebody comes in and says, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm going to sell your home, and they're in there taking pictures with their iPhone. Time to get rid of them. There's professional photographers out there, and they must be utilized if you want to get top dollar for your house. We offer this program called the No Lockbox Listing, and it's been working great. Who better to sell your house than the person you hire? We are at each and every showing. It works. You can explain things better, and the agent you hire should be able to explain this stuff on your house. So, yes, Arizona is a hot market. I know you're reading things. You're like, oh, but it's time to buy. And it is time to buy. So for some of you that have been sitting on the fence, and maybe you've got a little money saved up, hang on. It's getting even better. We have people right now, the investors are kind of getting out of the market, but we have a lot of new people that are getting into the market, not to turn and flip a house, but they're coming in and they're like, okay, wait a second. I wanted to buy this $1 million house. I was only qualified for $750,000, $800,000, but I've got $100,000, $200,000 cash sitting there. There are some great deals to be made. and they will be made. So call up your realtor. Let us hook you up with an agent, lender, and let's get you on a roadmap to buy-in. Do not miss this boat, folks. There are some great opportunities. 3-plexes, 4-plexes, multi-level, multi-unit housing. Great market right now, especially if you want to live in one and rent the other ones out. Kids that are going to school, have your parents buy you a house, rent out the other 2 rooms, cost you nothing for the 4 years you're in college, and then in 4 years, hopefully the markets change, but either way, it pays for most of your student debt. There are so many ways to skin this cat. So anyways, for those of you interested in getting something going, give us a call. We're the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. In addition, we are full-time agents for your full-time life. Why is that important? It isn't very important that an agent you hire, this is their full-time job. You can, and I get calls on this. This is crazy. I'll get a call. Jason, I'm a part-time agent. I work a full-time job, and I sold 12 homes last year. Great. You should quit. But the fact of the matter is, unless you're full-time, you're not getting the exact service you deserve. Every client should feel like they're the only client when they're selling your house. This is a lifestyle. This is a life event, and you need people that are professional on top of it. Okay. Hey, so real quick, some positive note stuff. It's almost Halloween, and we know, and you guys know, for those of you that listen to me, how much I love Halloween. So we're 10 days out from Halloween. Things are getting decorated. There's some cool decorations. And then we are on to the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's a great time. Folks, I'm telling you, grab a sweater. Get out here to Arizona for those of you that are listening from out of Arizona. It is absolutely beautiful out here. It is, absolutely perfect. And it's going to be better this weekend. This has been one of the best Octobers we've had in years. So, hey, if you guys have any questions, reach out to me below. Reach out to my sister. We're handling Prescott, Flagstaff, Sedona, of course, Maricopa County, which is Phoenix, Paradise Valley, Scottsdale, Cave Creek. We will get you taken care of. Hey, and if you just have a question, call us up. It doesn't matter. We'll get you hooked up. So thanks again for listening. For all those that are out there listening and being faithful, I appreciate that. It really means a lot. Hope you've enjoyed this new episode of Arizona Real Estate Showcase. I will be back here early next week. I might even be back this weekend just to kind of catch up because I kind of slacked. I missed a day or two. So anyways, Arizona, hot market. You need great realtors like the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. You also need some great lenders, and we have some fantastic lenders. In fact, upcoming episodes, I'm going to start bringing lenders on, and so when I get your emails or your Facebook messages or whatever it is, we can answer questions. You guys have a great time. We'll see you before Halloween. I'm Jason Grandon with the Grandon Group. Thanks again for watching.